Hello everyone, Amudi from Retarget Common YouTube channel, and I'm here with another topic of recessive. So in some previous videos we have learned to create JSON payloads, right? It might be JSON object or JSON arrays, and even we have seen the complex one as well. And those type of payload we have created using Java map and list, right? So that is the process of creating the payload. Now the question you might ask, or you might think, okay, do we have any reverse method? Reverse way means whatever response we are getting, how can we convert that response to a JSON, in a Java map or list, right? So that is also possible. So the same concept we are going to learn in today's videos. Okay, so first we'll concentrate on Java map, then in the next video we'll concentrate on Java list, and then we'll see how can we do for the dynamic payload, dynamic JSON response. Okay, because many times we might not be sure like what type of object it return, whether it can be cast to map or it can be cast to list. How can we check it? Okay, so that also we'll learn, but in this video we are going to focus on how can we convert a JSON object response to a map. Okay, mark the word response. Okay, I'm not talking about the request payload now. Whatever response we are getting from the API, that I want to pass to a Java map. And here in advance we know that it is a JSON object. Okay, we know that to create a JSON object payload we need to use Java map, correct? So let's go very simple one where we'll consider the first the simple JSON object, then complex JSON objects. Okay, so in last video already I have shown you how can you mock the JSON response, and I am going to use the same concept here. Okay, so let me open mocky.io. Okay, and I will click on new mock. If you have not watched my previous video, just go and watch where I have explained how can we mock the response data. Okay, and let me go to jasononlineeditor.org as well. And what I will do, I will suppose I will I just this particular response I am getting from an API, and that response I want to convert to map so that I can easily get the values from this response body. Okay, so let me copy it and go here 200. Okay, let it be same and just change the response body. Okay, and generate it. So we got one mock response, mock API. Okay, which will give me the desired response body. So let me copy it and let's go to Eclipse where I am explaining the examples programs, and let me create one class and I will name it convert, or the actual term is deserialization, which will be used in interviews as well. It's not convert because I have not covered the concept of serialization and deserialization. Actually we have done, but I have not given the term. Okay, because I don't want to confuse you. So but I also want you to know at least this term, the whatever we are going to do, that is deserialization. Okay, so but as of now I will give it name as convert JSON object, okay, response to Java map. Okay, so let me increase the font size. Okay, and let me create a main method here. Okay, so we know that how can we hit that. So rest assured class, and we have one get method. Okay, no need to write given and all. If you have some ready URL, you can directly hit it here. Okay, so this I will get, and we have one method called edge. Okay, edge means we have already covered that how can we get this response as a string, right? So we have edge string method. Okay, like here. So but here I don't want this response as a string, right? I want to convert to map. Okay, why I am able to convert to map? Because this is JSON object, right? And the concept always same, like if you want to create a JSON object, we need to use Java map. Same applies if I want to convert this type of response to in Java object. So I can use the map. Okay, so in the edge method Okay, it is overloaded method, and here you can simply use map, which is an interface dot class. Okay, you can also use any specific class, like any implemented class as well. Okay, so I'm using map dot class, right? So you know that class is a class in Java. Okay, so if you're not sure about that thing, so we can see that later. Okay, so okay, and what I can do here, I will store this to here. Let me put object, or let it did not put anything. Map JSON response as map. Okay, sorry, I've given the semicolon here. Okay, so what I simply did, as is the method. Okay, and here I need to use because I can convert this response to maps, I'm using map dot class. Okay, similar kind of things we perform there also, like if you're creating the page, or if you're initializing the page object, right? So there also we pass the class instance, right? So if you're not sure what is class in class, what is class in Java, so I'm not about that class object. So there is one class in Java called class. Okay, so that I can say take in different video, but as of now here, whatever we want to, in whatever class we want to convert, okay, we need to use the class name. Okay, means type name dot class. Okay, dot class. Now if I see here, so I can use JSON response as map. Okay, and I can use get. Okay, get, and I can use whatever I want, like suppose I want to get the value of first name. Okay, so I can, because that is a string value, so I'll store into a string first name. Okay, it will give you some error, casting error, so we need to cast it to string. Okay, because this is a string value and we have not specified what type of generics it should have, right? So we need to do that explicitly. Okay, and I can get the value of first name. Okay, similarly you can do for so I need to do Maven update because I've cloned it again. So let me go to Maven update project. Okay, so this error comes when it is not able to compile this class. Okay, could not find a load main class, right? Okay, so this is came from some different project, so that is a problem with Eclipse actually. If you don't change the, like whatever class it has loaded, or some problem happens and it's not able to find that particular dot class file of a class. Okay, so let me run it now and it should work. Okay, we can see the name Clary, right? So this way we can do anything here, like if I want to get the all the keys, so obviously we can take it. So JSON response as map dot key set, right? We have a method called key set, right? And we can simply directly print it as well for each. So let me show you something new here. Sys out or you can like sys out k. Okay, so like this we can print all the keys as well here. Okay, so means when you get the map you can do whatever operation you want to do. That like simple map. Okay, you can get the key, you can get all the keys, you can get the key value pairs, whatever you want you can do. Okay, so this way it makes simpler to fetch the value from any JSON response. Okay, because that is the ultimate goal, right? Once you hit the API, so main thing you need to validate the values. If you have registered any user and when you try to get that user, so whatever value you have entered while registering, the same value should get in the details, right? So that is one validation. So that you can do using this way as well. You can easily extract the value from a JSON response. Okay, now let's go some. This is very simple, right? We have very simple JSON object like this here. Okay, now like suppose what happens, let me copy this one. Okay, so we are going to see nested JSON object now. Okay, can we see this one? So earlier we had one like key value pair, simple, right? But here the key skills holds another JSON object, right? How can we get the value from here, right? How can we value, if I want to get the value of name, or if I want to get the value of proficiency, how can we do that? Okay, so let's go and do that one. What I'll do, I'll go here and I will generate a new mock. I will copy the response body here and let me generate it. Okay, and I will create a new class as well. Okay, so I will just change convert JSON, convert nested JSON object. Okay, so here it is. So let me close the previous one. Okay, so let me copy the mock URL. Okay, and let me change it here. Okay, so when you get this type of nested JSON object, okay, so there's nothing to worry. You just need to, you always need to use the same thing, map.class. Okay, but like suppose when you get the value of this, okay, so let it be first name, and suppose I want to get the value of name, right? So before getting the name, before getting the value of name, first you need to get this key, right? This key. So if you do like JSON response dot get, right? Okay, so you need to pass the key here, which is skills. Okay, perfect. So as of now we are not mentioning any typecast here, right? We have not mentioned any like what type of generic or any what type of value it should have, right? So that those things we have not mentioned. So here explicitly you need to say whatever value skills will hold, cast that particular value to a map again. Okay, means here we have casted to string, but this time it should be casted to another map. Okay, even you can put the generic also, like it should be string and string. Okay, because both have string value, so I'm putting string. If it had mixed value, then put the object. Okay, then store into another object, right? String and skills map. Okay, now you are good to fetch the value from here. Like I want to fetch the value of skills map dot get name. Okay, or if you want to get the value of proficiency, right? So you can get it. Proficiency. Okay, now you can get the value of both values as well. The core concept is always same. Whenever you see JSON object, you want to create, use the JSON map. If you have nested JSON object, use map again. Okay, similarly if you have nested JSON response, you need to use the map, right? So you can see the value testing and medium. So only thing is here, when you want to fetch the value of first name, okay, so you need to cast to string. Okay, why? Because I have not used any generic here. Okay, so we need to cast it. Okay, we need to say that okay, this is a string value, get me the string value. Okay, same here, when I am getting the skill, so it is not a string or integer or boolean, it is another object type. That object is again one JSON object which we can parse, or we can deserialize or convert to a map again, right? This, if you see this much only, so this is again same thing whatever we have here, right? Technically not the values in key, but the same thing. So I need to again cast it explicitly to map. Why map? Because that is JSON object and I can fetch the value. So this is the way you can handle any nested JSON object. Okay. Now let's come to the main another major concept here. Like, this is not the good way of doing this one, because you need to explicitly convert everything, right? You need to convert, you need to cast it every time, and it is giving some warning message as well. So I want whenever using the edge method, I just want that I should able to mention the generics as well. So what I'll do, let me copy the first example program, Java map with generics. Okay, so we know already what is generics: list of string, okay, list of class demo, anything, right? So where is that? Here. Okay, so what I was saying to say that I already know that whatever response we are getting earlier, okay, that is one map which holds string as key, okay, and value will be an object type, because this has integer as well and strings as well. So I cannot mention any one class type there, so I will use object. Okay, so let me try to put that one map string and object dot class. Okay, but it is giving error. Okay, so let me import everything if they want. Okay, and object, okay, map is already imported, then also it is giving some error, right? So if you want to mention any generic, okay, with any class like map, any generic type, yeah, so you cannot use this way. Okay, that is the thing, you cannot use this way. So we have another way to do that one. Okay, so if you see the overloaded edge method here, right, so we have different things, right, different arguments here. So if you see the third one, okay, we have one type ref here. Okay, you can see the type reference. Okay, so type reference is one abstract class without any abstract method into it. Okay, there is no abstract method, but this is an abstract class. Okay, so here what we need to do, we need to use a type ref kind of thing. Okay, guys, so we know that type ref is an abstract class in Java which doesn't have any abstract method to it. Okay, so that type ref just allows you to pass any like convert the response to a class with generic type. Okay, so here we know that we cannot create any object of abstract class, so we can use any subclass of it, or we can use the anonymous inner class, okay, or anonymous object of it. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use the anonymous inner class. So I will use the type ref. Okay, and here I need to mention the generic. Okay, what type of generic I want. So map, it should be string and object. Okay, and let me close this one and let me put the empty braces, because we don't have any abstract method in this type ref class. Okay, so let me import it properly. Okay, so okay, now I can convert directly to a specific type, string and object. Okay, okay, so this, if you go to this type ref class, you can find this is one abstract class, right, and we don't have any abstract method to it. The only purpose of this particular class to allow you to pass any class with generic type. Okay, So I cannot pass the map then generics that dot class there, right? So we need to use the type ref. Okay, so this I've used the anonymous inner class here because I'm not creating the any subclass of this type ref, because we cannot create an object of it because that is an abstract class, right? So we need to use this one. So this might be confusing for you, so let me rewrite again the same line. Okay, so we know that we need to create a new object of a class, we need to use the new keyword and then constructor, right? In the anonymous inner class you need to follow the same thing, same syntax, like new type ref. Okay, type ref. Then if you see this type ref, so this is a, like it is generic class, right, where we to pass the type. So here I need to pass the type which I want to convert this JSON response. Okay, so I want it as a map which has a string and object, right? Means key should be a string and values can be anything. Okay, so we are done here, right? Till here in the new type ref we are calling, and then I am passing the type. Okay, after that we need to use like new demo, we need to use the parenthesis, that means we are calling the constructor same way, give that one. Okay, and if you have any abstract method, then we need to define, we need to what do you call that, implement that one. So here we don't have any abstract method in this type ref class, so it will be empty and that will be like this. Okay, this is the way we need to write the we need to create an anonymous inner class. I can take this like how can we create the abstract class instance using the subclass and this anonymous inner class. I can take in some other videos, but this is the way we need to go for it. So this is very simple, not in starting you'll feel some confusing, but that is the way you need to use, like demo d equal to new demo, right? So it is like same new, then type name, okay, class name. Then since it is a generic type, so we are passing in which type I want to get this response. I want to get this response as a map of string as a key and object as a value. Okay, why object? Because this contains integer, string, other things as well. Then we need to call this parenthesis, right? Same thing, new demo, then we are calling the constructor actually, so same way. And since we need to implement the abstract methods, so since we don't have any method here, so it will be empty body like this. Okay, now you can run the code. It remove this one. If you remove this one, okay, so once you are getting, so it will return the value. Okay, and I have casted it to object, okay, which is superclass of all the classes in Java, right? So when you are getting this one, so we are not so like which type of value it has, and directly we are converting, right? So that's why Java is showing the comparison error. It is showing that convert it, okay, to whatever string we have. Okay, and now if you run it, it will work perfectly fine. So whenever you want to convert the response to a class type, okay, class with generic, so you cannot directly use the class name with generic dot class. Okay, it will not work. Okay, so we need to use the type ref. Okay, so I hope this should be clear to you. Okay, so this you might find some little confusing, but don't worry, you just need to practice but you just need to remember the syntax. Okay, whatever you use to create the normal object, new demo d equal to new demo, right? So here we are creating the anonymous, so I'm not going to store this particular things into a reference variable here, right? Next video we're going to learn to how can we do the same thing with the list. Okay, so if you have any confusion in this, so you can comment on this video and I will try to re-explain that in some another video, but I will take another video, separate video on what is like abstract class, like in very basic concepts, and that I will explain that how can we like create an object of abstract class using the subclass and the anonymous inner class. Okay, we cannot directly create an object of abstract class, we need to use either the inheritance or we can use this anonymous way. Okay, So perfect. So in the next video, we are going to learn about the how can you convert the JSON array response to list. Okay. So thank you everyone. We'll meet in the next video soon.